Hey everyone, Scott Player, Pop Cult fan here, and in this video, this week was Trailer City. We got a bunch of trailers released for a bunch of stuff, and I also want to give my full season 1 review of Alien Earth in this video. I kind of want to do like 2 videos in one basically for this. Not sure how long this will go, but we'll see. But I want to talk about Alien Earth first, give my full season 1 review of the show, and I have really liked this season. This is definitely some of the best Alien content we've had in a while, even though I did also really enjoy and really appreciate Alien Romulus for what it was. I think Alien Earth brought some new fresh ideas to the table with Nola Hawley as a showrunner, and I like a lot of the characters that are in this show, especially the actress playing Wendy. I think she's a very interesting character, as she's this hybrid of a synth, while at the same time having a human child mind. There's just something about that which you can see the curiosity from her expressions in her performance, and I really like that about her character. While at the same time, there's something about these hybrids that can be a little maybe a little bit unsettling, especially with some of them, especially the redhead, I forget her name, but there are several moments throughout this entire show where you're left wondering, when is this hybrid going to turn? When are things going to go off the rails with these synths? There are synths in every way except for the fact that they have human child minds. It's really curious and fascinating in regards to that. And also, you have this prodigy company, which is kind of like this other corporation other than Wayland Yutani, and like 3 other corporations that basically govern Earth, and it's really fascinating learning more about that. I like the world building. That's another aspect of this that I really appreciate, expanding the world of this franchise in a way that we have never really had before, and by primarily being on Earth, we can get a lot of that kind of almost realistic world building, because this is like 100 years into the future of present day. So it's kind of, and there are a lot of elements in this where you could realistically see this happen someday in real life. You could, and it's scary. And that's what I really like about this show. And I like the theming and the philosophical ideas that kind of go back to the original Peter Pan story, and it's just so fascinating because Peter Pan, we all love Peter Pan. It's is a Disney classic, and the fact that they're using a lot of philosophical ideas and plot from Peter Pan for this show is really fascinating to me, and I really appreciate that in regards to how they're telling the story and how it's presented. It's so fascinating, and I like the character of Boy Cavalier just mainly because we don't really know much about him, except for the fact that I really don't think that's his real name. I do not think Boy Cavalier is his real name. It can't be. That's just a title he gave himself. It cannot be his real name. It just can't. So there's still more about his backstory that we don't know, even after we got the finale. So I'm curious if we'll get more backstory for his character in season 2, and I'm pretty sure this show is going to get a season 2. I'm pretty sure. So also, I think the character of Morrow is an interesting side villain, and how his rivalry with Kirsch kind of played into that. It played into the finale, in which I wasn't sure what Kirsch was planning throughout some of the episodes, but once we get to the last couple episodes, you see what he was trying to do, and basically sort of being a rival to Morrow in regards to intelligence. And we get this very satisfying battle between the two of them in the finale. That's all I'm gonna say, but I thought that was really cool, and I like the xenomorph design, the one that comes from, the lung. The xenomorph that comes from the lung. I like its design, the way it looks. The production design, the costume design, the creature design, especially with that eyeball creature, the octopus looking thing. I love the creature design on this show. That's also so well done, and I really appreciate this show. I think it's something that a lot of Alien fans will take a lot out of in regards to also Easter eggs and references. There are Easter eggs and references to the other movies, especially the original 79 film, and I cannot wait for a future season and seeing this show continue. I love it. I don't really have too many flaws, except for maybe just a tad bit of pacing. I do think that sometimes there are episodes where it does go at a bit of a slow pace, but you get really good payoff in the finale. And also, there's something to be said about science fiction. You play God creating something, that creation will screw you over hard, and that's just a common thing in science fiction. It just is. So, great first season. It was amazing, and I definitely give it an A grade. So, those are all my thoughts about Alien Earth Season 1. Loved it. So, this week, we had a bunch of trailers released. It was like this morning. Wait, was it this morning or was that yesterday? No, it was this morning. We got a new trailer for Avatar Fire and Ash, and I love that new trailer. This new Avatar film, it definitely looks like it's pulling the punches in regards to stakes, and I'm interested in that new villain that has been revealed so far in the past couple of trailers. I'm curious about her, and I'm excited to see more of this world of Pandora. It looks awesome. I cannot wait for Avatar Fire and Ash. And also, yesterday, there was a second trailer for Wicked for Good, and I cannot wait for Wicked for Good. I cannot wait for it. It's definitely going to bring in the tears. It's going to bring in the tears. I can just feel it. And also with kind of the backstory of how Scarecrow and Tin Man come to be. I'm really curious about that, and they are addressing the original Wizard of Oz story in this new film as well, and I'm really curious about that. So yeah, that trailer was awesome. And also there was a trailer for the new upcoming Wolverine game, the upcoming PlayStation Insomniac game for the Wolverine character. That looked violent. That looked violent. Oh my goodness. I mean, I don't have a PlayStation, but I'm definitely gonna. I'm excited for it nonetheless, even if I don't have the PlayStation for it. But who knows? Maybe I'll get that at some point and maybe play it myself. Who knows? That Wolverine game, it looks amazing. Oh my god. So yeah, those are those trailers. What else? There was also because it was like a state of play for upcoming games for PlayStation, which also revealed new Halloween game as well. The new Halloween game coming out next year, which is basically I know it's the same game company that made the Friday the 13th game quite a few years back. So I mean, that looks interesting. I'm really curious about that. And I think that's all the trailers. Oh, and also Welcome to Derry, which will be streaming very soon on HBO Max. We got the trailer for that earlier this week as well, and excited to see more Bill Skarsgård as Pennywise. I cannot wait for that as well. So much content, and I cannot wait for it all. So I think that's everything. I think, and if there are any other trailers, between now and this Saturday, I'll probably do my best to cover that as well, so look forward to that. So that should do it for this video, my Alien Earth Season 1 review, as well as the trailers that have been released this week. So thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know your thoughts about all of this. What are you most excited for? Personally, Avatar Fire and Ash, easily my most hyped film this upcoming December, as well as Wicked for Good. I cannot wait for both of those. So Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll catch you all next time. Peace.